In a forgotten village filled with dust and silence lived a little girl named Zareenva. A girl born into poverty, pain, and endless struggle. Before the sun even rose, Zareenva carried heavy buckets of water with her wounded hands, while the rest of the world still slept peacefully. She was only a child, yet life forced her to work like an adult. She cleaned rich houses while hiding her own hunger behind silent eyes. People laughed at her poverty. They told her poor people could never rise in life. But every insult quietly turned into strength inside her heart. Every night, Zareenva looked at the stars and dreamed of a better life. A life where her mother would never suffer again. One small mistake changed everything: a broken plate, harsh words, and humiliation in front of everyone shattered her fragile heart. That evening, sitting beside the lonely river, Zareenva cried silently and asked the sky, "Why is life so cruel to me?" But her weak mother gently held her shoulder and whispered, "Life tests the people it wants to make strong." From that night on, Zareenva refused to surrender. She studied torn books under cold streetlights while the world slept. Days became harder, work became heavier, but Zareenva kept fighting, carrying pain and dreams together in her tired heart. The villagers mocked her dreams and laughed at her determination. But deep inside, Zareenva knew she was meant for something greater. One freezing winter night, her mother became dangerously sick, and fear entered Zareenva's heart for the very first time. She worked day and night without rest, sacrificing sleep, food, and comfort just to save the only person she loved. But destiny was cruel. One painful night, her mother closed her eyes forever, leaving Zareenva completely alone. Under the heavy rain beside her mother's grave, Zareenva cried until her voice disappeared into the storm. Then suddenly, her mother's words echoed in her heart once again. "Never bow before hardship." And in that moment, everything changed. With empty pockets and a heart full of determination, Zareenva left her village behind to chase a new destiny. But the city was cold and unforgiving. Hunger, loneliness, and pain followed her everywhere she went. She worked in factories, restaurants, and offices, surviving every hardship while silently building her future. Whenever she found free time, she studied business and learned new skills. Because deep inside, her dreams were still alive. With only a few saved coins, Zareenva started making handmade clothes in a tiny rented room filled with hope. But success did not come easily. People rejected her work again and again, yet she refused to quit. Then one unexpected moment changed her life forever. A famous store owner noticed the talent hidden inside her struggle. Slowly, people began loving her designs. And for the first time in her life, success finally knocked on her door. Years later, the poor little girl became one of the most powerful and respected women in the country. She now lived in luxury and peace, the same happiness she once only dreamed about beneath the stars. But Zareenva never forgot her painful past. She used her success to help poor children and struggling families. When a reporter asked her secret to success, tears filled her eyes as she softly replied, "My pain made me powerful." One day, she returned to the same village where people once mocked her. But this time, the world looked at her with respect. As the golden sun rose over her old broken home, Zareenva smiled through tears and whispered toward the sky, "We did it, Mother." The moral of this story is, no matter how difficult life becomes, never give up on your dreams. Poverty, pain, and failure cannot stop a person who works hard and believes in themselves. Every struggle teaches strength, and every hardship can become the beginning of success. True power comes from courage, patience, and a heart that refuses to quit.